we made a new project and we have added few drawings into that project. Now we will start drawing something. We all know there is no electricity without wires. So this wire is the basic of AutoCAD electrical. Let us start with wire. Unlike normal AutoCAD, in normal AutoCAD what we do is we draw lines like this. Fine. Everything we draw lines. But in electrical, AutoCAD electrical, we use wires. Remember, this all comes under schematic tab. Now we are just concentrating schematics tab and insert that wires. If you click the bottom portion, here you can see different types of wires as well. Wires, normal 22.5 degree, 45 degree, 47.5, and interconnect components, gap, everything is here. So it is almost similar to drawing a line. Just like when you draw a line in normal AutoCAD, it will ask you for start point, right? Here you see the bottom of the command line, start point, next point, and so on. So similarly, in AutoCAD electrical too, when you pick up wire, it is asking for start point. Next point. In this way I can draw wires. See, here you see something went wrong. So always it is a good practice keep the snap mode on, F9 on. It will allow your cursor to move in a predefined distance, and in fact that will be very useful while inserting components too. So make sure the snap is on. Wire. Before that, one more thing. See, under the home tab, go to layer and always draw wires with a wire layer. You can create your own layer, any type of layer. That should be wire layer, and better use red color because the visibility is too good. So now my current layer is wires. Go to schematic, wire, start point, end point. This is simple wire. Again, if I want to draw a wire from here to bottom, see, this dot, this connection point comes automatically. Again, from here to here, if I want to draw a wire like this. The advantage of keeping the snap on is, if you see, all these endpoints comes in a single line. I mean, the alignment should be perfect. If I keep the snap off, now the snap is off, and I try to draw a line, I cannot control it. Now I think it is there, I mean it is in line with this other rest of the wires, but it is not. This is a difference. So always use snap on. It will be easy to control. Unlike normal electrical AutoCAD, you should not use, in normal electrical what we do is we use delete component. But in order to delete wires, you should never use delete component. You should always use trim. trim here. See, like this. If I use delete, what happened? You see this dot is there. Okay, this connection point. And now if I delete, it remains here only. So this is not a good practice. Always use trim to delete wires. This is simple wire. Now if I want to draw a 22.5 degree wire, first let me draw a normal wire here. Now 22.5 degree wire, I want to tap a wire from this point in this way. This is 22.5 degree wire. Same 45 degree. I can draw in this way. This angle is, the first one is 22.5 degree. I will trim the rust. 22.5, 45 and 67. In this way you can draw angled wire. Normally you don't have to draw inclined wires in auto electrical, like keeping the ortho off. By keeping the ortho off and on, it is not going to help you at all. In electrical, you might have noted you can draw inclined line by keeping off and straight line by keeping on. But schematic, if you see, now even if I on and off my ortho, it is not going to affect at all. It will move either horizontally or vertically. That's all. And if you need an inclined wire, these options, you should use these options here. Gap is nothing, but again I will trim these wires. See, there is nothing wrong if you want to delete the whole section. You can use delete command. There is nothing wrong. Now you see, I am crossing two wires. See, this gap comes automatically. If you draw a line using line command, that is not going to come here. Why I suggested not to delete is just because of this reason too. Why? If I am using delete command or erase command, see, I have deleted this much portion. This is not going to be get deleted. Again, this has to be deleted. All the three entities separately. But if you use trim command, see the difference. It's gone. The total wire is gone. If you use delete, this is gone, this is gone. Sometimes these crosses will remain there. You may miss to delete these. And when you do the wire numbering, the program will read these small wires also and will put some wire numbering here. So in order to avoid that, always use trim command. Fine. Now moving to multiple bus. See, here you can see four options and some spacing, horizontal and vertical spacing, and number of wires. Here there are three options, 2, 3, 4. You can draw 2 wires at a time, you can draw 3 wires at a time, and even 4 at a time. And the options are component, another bus, empty bus go horizontal, empty bus go vertical. Let us move from bottom to top, empty space go vertical, and I am selecting three wires. The spacing is horizontally 10, vertically 10. That is what it is at present. Now see, 10 is too big, because if you measure the distance or size of this particular title block, approximately 33 by 22, 33 by 22 it's almost okay. So this is JC title block. For that, what right now you have seen here, this 10 is 10 mm, so it will be too big. For a A3 size sheet this is fine, but for this small title block it is too big, so I am putting it as 0.75 x and y, 0.75. okay. Now if I draw, you see my vertical bus, same way go horizontal, I can draw in this way. By keeping this option on, if I try to draw vertical, it will come like this. First it will go horizontal, then it will come down. You see, this is go horizontal, but I am trying to draw vertical. Then what happens? You see, it will first go horizontally only, opposite. Now go vertical, and I am trying to draw horizontal. See, it will come like this, and you can see the gap here too. These are the two options, go horizontal and go vertical. And another bus, there is already a bus, and you want to draw one more bus from this bus, existing bus. I am selecting the topmost wire and bringing it down. See, again this is the option, another bus. Okay, select the top one and bring it down. And if I select the bottom, what will happen? Another bus. Okay, if I select the bottom, what will happen? It will be like this. So this is not right way. When if you are intend to draw a three-phase line, always select the top one, so that you can draw three phases. And component wire. Component wire is nothing. Actually, now what we have done is, we have drawn few wires in a plain paper. Now if there are some components already inserted in this drawing, if we want to draw wires from those particular component, we can use this option. For example, I will just show you one small example. This is a PLC module. Okay, these are all connection points. Now I want to draw wires from these points. So one option is, I have to draw individually wires. I can draw like this, one by one. I can draw wires like this. This is one option. Okay, now instead of that, what I can do is select this component, and see, you can see those green cross are appearing in all terminals. Green cross. okay, green cross. So I want to draw few wires on the left side of this module. What I will do is I will make a fence like this on the left side. Okay, now that has turned into red color, those crossings. Enter and bring towards left, bring the mouse towards left. See, it's drawn. Similarly, if you want towards right, again component, I will make a fence here, select those terminals. Okay, now that turned into red. You note the difference. Now you can see all the connection points within this particular block is green. Now there's green cross you can see, but I want to connect wires on the right hand side this now. So I will select those points. Now that turned into red. Enter, move your cursor towards right. Drawn. So these are the 4 options. The first one, go vertical. In this way you can draw. The second one, go horizontal. In this way. Another bus, either from this bus I can draw like this, or from this bus I can draw like this. Always use the top one. If you select the bottom one, what happened? It will be like this. And the fourth option is component. That is what we have drawn here. And these options also we have discussed. In fact, if I change it to 1 and go horizontal, you will note the difference. Empty, go horizontal. See, now the distance is 1. Earlier it was 0.75. In this way you can adjust your length, distance between wires. And if you want 2 wire or 4 wire, you can use 4. You can draw in this way. If you want 2 wire, it's fine. 2 you can draw at a time, right? So these are the options under multiple bus. So next, moving to wire numbers. Wire numbers, there are different standards of doing the ferruling. Ferruling is nothing but those are the sleeves put on the ends, 2 ends of a wire to identify the wires. So if I simply do the wire numbering in this sheet, what will happen? I'm not going to tell you about any of these things at present. There are 3 options you can see. One is project wide, one is pick individual wires, and third one is drawing mode, drawing wide. If you pick individual wires, it will ask you to select the wires you want to do the wire numbering. I am selecting these 4 only now. Okay. Now you can see the wire number. It has come as 606, 607, 9 and 10. Okay. In this way. Now the same thing, if I am doing drawing wide, everything done. And also I can do project wide. There are total 4 sheets in my project. Here you see in the left side 4 sheets in my project, and I can select all or even I want to do one or two, I can select those only, right? And if I want the whole project, okay, in the whole project it will read and write the wire numbers. And what is this wire number 4660B ACD? You know what it is? There is something very interesting. You may note that the file name E006. Okay, now I will show you one more thing. I'm going to put here the sheet value as well. Sheet numbers. Now you see 167272, all these are coming. This 6 sheet value, that is the first digit. That is the first digit 6. That 6 you can see in all drawings. 6. Forget about the rest. That 6 is there in all drawing in this particular sheet. If I go to sheet number 7, I'm deleting whatever is here. Sheet number 7. Now if I draw a horizontal bus here, 2 wires, and if I do the wire numbering, drawing wide, here you can see 7172, 7172. But in the previous sheet, in order to go back, forward and reverse, you can use these buttons. Previous project drawing, you can move to the previous. Here it is with 61609A and all. This is just because the property of these sheets are something not similar or something wrong with those. So let us go to the project and let us see what are the properties here in wire numbers. Here this percentage S stands for sheet, that is sheet value, that is 1672, all these values what we put here in individual sheets, this 6, individual sheets, okay, like this. Here you can see 2, all these are those values, sheet values, percentage yes. Now going back to properties, wire numbers, and this is N stands for numbering. Now it is sequential, 1 2 3 4, and the increment is 1. First it will start with 61 62 63 64 in this fashion. That is what the default value of this project. I mean, this is the format set for this particular project. If you see sheet number 7, you will note that 7172, 7 is the sheet number and 1 is the numbering sequence. Okay, and if you see sheet number 6, here it is something different, 601 606, because if you go to this particular sheet and check its properties, here there is something wrong. What is wrong? We will see later. Okay, anyhow, what I am going to do is I am going to set the project properties, wire number. See, now I am going to set it as line reference. Suffix setup, here also I am going to do 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 and 16. Okay, done. Okay, now I select this properties, apply project defaults, I have applied the default project settings to this sheet too, and same I will do this sheet as well. Now if I do the wire numbering, you will note some difference. Drawing white. Now you see those A, B, C, D, everything is gone. Now the format is, first is the sheet number, that is this 6, and it's 02, that is this 2, and the last one sequential, last it will start with 1. If here you see 6022, 6 is the sheet number, 02 is nothing, it is catching from here 2. Okay, and next number sequentially 602122. I will delete these all and draw few fresh wires. 3, go horizontal. I will draw here, and wire numbering, pick individual wire in. See, now you will note 6 is my sheet number, 10 is this line number, 1 is the starting number. Similarly 6 is my sheet number, 11 is this number, 1 is the starting number. Same way 6, 1, 2. If I draw few more wires here, and if I do the wire numbering, drawing white, you will see this is 6101, this is 6102, this is 6111, this is 6112. So it is sequentially it is increasing. Basically what is happening is the program start reading from the top to right. First top, then towards right. First it will put the sheet number, then it will see which is the line. It will put the first number here on the first wire, second number on second, and it will keep on moving towards right. And next line, next line, next line, bottom, then towards right, again towards bottom, towards right. In this way it reads and puts the wire number on the middle of the wire. So don't get confused. Okay, it will put the wire number on the middle of the wire. Suppose if I draw something like this, so you may expect the wire number to be something with a 8, because we have started the wire from 8, but that is not going to happen. Let us see. Pick individual wire. I am picking this wire. It has started from 6 because this is a single wire and the starting point is from 6. Started from 6. Here you see the 6. That is the starting point. So the program reads from top to bottom. So first it got this point, and the middle wire number just comes on the middle of the wire. So that's how it reads. And if you want to move this wire number a little bit here and there, how can you do that? This is move wire number. You can move this wire number here and there. In this way you can move the wire. Like here, I can move this wire numbers. And okay, this way I can move my wire numbers. And another function, if you want to copy the wire number, move is one thing, and copy wire numbers. In order to copy wire number, actually the wire number will appear only in one place in a particular wire, but if you want to copy it to a different level, you can just click. That will appear in white color. The wire numbers are same, you see. but this will come some in white color. In this way I can copy. Okay, and in this case if you see the wire numbers are not aligned, can we do that also? If I type AELIAGN, AutoCAD electrical align, see everything comes in one line. Everything comes in one line. Okay, again I will move this here and there. If I want to align this, AE AutoCAD electrical align, select the first one. Now if I select this thing and select this, everything comes like this. In this way you can align. Never ever delete these wire numbers using simple delete command, because you may note this small, this point here, it is here, you can see. What you will do is you will simply delete this wire number. Sometimes this will left here, it will create some issue with your database. So always use delete wire numbers. Yes, that's all. Even you don't have to pick the wire numbers, you just have to pick the wire, that's all. Pick the wire number is gone. Stretch wire. How can we stretch a wire? Let us see how can we stretch a wire. Now I have a wire drawn here, something here. I want to stretch this wire to here. So go to stretch, done. It is something like extend command, something like, but this dot comes automatically. That is the beauty of AutoCAD electrical. That is the beauty of AutoCAD electrical. Now I will again do wire numbers on this. Only one wire number, because this starts from the top. Here is the starting point and the wire number is placed on the mid of that particular line. 6091. If you see here, it will be 9. See, 91. And in fact, if you want to, we have learned how to move the wire number. We can move the wire number. Okay, fine. But if you want to flip the wire number, how it will work? Stretch wire, we know flip wire number. Just select this. See, you can flip the wire numbers in this way. You can flip it up down. Wires, wire number, pick individual wire, and done. Now I am going to flip. Select this. You can bring it here, bring it up, down, left, right. Don't use move command to do these things. If you want to move, just use this move. If you want to flip, use this. Okay. And see the toggle in line, toggle wire number in line. See how it works. You can bring the wire number in the line. Instead of putting it on above the line or aside the line, you can bring it like this too. There are many options. You can bring it in this way. Okay, this is another facility. Now coming to edit wire type. See, here are many types of wires you can see. Even this zero layer 0 is also here in this list. So what happens is, now going back to home tab, I am putting my current layer as 0, which is not a wire at all. But keeping that current layer 0, if I draw some wires and if I do wire numbering, drawing word or pick, see the wire number comes here too in this layer 0, which is in fact not my wire layer at all. I don't want this layer to be used for wires. Now if I have an object here in this drawing, which I manually made an object in using normal AutoCAD command line and all those things. Okay, this is a component which I drawn inside AutoCAD using zero layer. Now what happens is, if I do the wire numbering drawing wide, you will see the wire comes here too, wire number comes here too. I don't want that to happen, because I want the wire number only for my wires, only for the layers which are in wire. So what I should do for that is, here you can see all these are included in my wire layers. So if I want to remove one from this, select this and go to remove layer. But you can see here, now I cannot remove this layer because this is selected as default right now. Okay, if you go and see, this is my default layer. Now I will change my layer to wires, go back to schematic, and here now I select I will select some other wire, W wire, as my default. Okay, this as my default layer, and you go select 0, remove this layer. Yes, now you can delete. If you want to keep only one layer, keep that. You can delete rest, remove all. Always better to use just what you need, those wires. You can put one particular layer for power wiring, one another for control wiring, another for IO wiring. That is totally left to you. Now you see that 0 layer is removed from my list now. Now if I keeping the layer 0, and if I draw a wire, then if I do, see, now the wire numbers are even here. I will delete the wire numbers. Okay, I am deleting the whole wire numbers. Now I will put the wire numbers, drawing wire. Still it is here. Why? Let me check. Project, it is layer. Fine. Go back. Edit. Oh, 0 is still here. Wires make us default. 0, remove layer. Yes. Okay. Wire number, drawing wire. Now you see, it's not coming. It's not coming. I will delete it, all the wire numbers. I will put again read wire, drawing wire. Now the wire numbering comes only to wire layers, not to 0 layers. So this is how you can set you can create and edit. Same way you can change the wire type. If you want to change the wire type and all, you can do from here. That is also very much possible. Add ranks, that we will touch later. Delete wire numbers. So this is basically about inserting wires, wire numbers, and editing, moving wire numbers. This is just basic. So we will learn more about the wire numbers in the coming session, and also signal destination arrows. This destination arrow and source arrow we will cover in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.